Hey, everybody. What's up? What's up? It's your boy, GM Ashley, on to the stream. Early day for me today. I hope y'all are doing good. I hope y'all are doing great. I got some puzzles. They're all set up. They're all ready. They set up. These puzzles are going to be some good-ish stuff. We're going to start with the puzzles right now. We're going to go in and review puzzles where the pawns are the thing. Pawns are going to be stars. Pawns are going to be stars. You feel me? Pawns are going to be stars. So that is the whole puzzle. If a pawn is not a star of the puzzle, you got it wrong. You got it wrong. So I see winner Oleg has already jumped in and said, I know the answer. B3 check. Take on B5. Rook takes A5 to follow with mate. Winner Oleg, you see, this is what I'm talking about. It's about the learning, and your variation doesn't work. White to move and win. White to move and win. Now, let's first set this up for our beginners. I'm going to put my chat on my other screen over there. Here's the deal. The obvious looking move indeed is B3 with check. B3 with check. All right? That's the obvious looking move. Now, before we set that up, let's just recognize that these two pawns are dangerous. Dangerous. You feel me? Dangerous pawns. These pawns are getting ready to queen, and we know two pawns get this close, they're going to become a queen. So white has to do something quickly. B3 check, though, does not work because after king takes on king moves to A3. Okay, y'all, hold on. My mother's calling. You know when mother calls, you got to stop. You got to say hello. Hold up. Mummy. Hello? Hello? She's not answering. She's not. My mother, she's 81 years old. You got to have respect. When your mother calls, you drop it all. You're like, what? She's 81. You can't sleep on that. Okay. She's not picking up. I'm a little worried. I'm getting a little worried. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. You guys can analyze this puzzle. In the meantime, I see liver-flavored ice cream. Okay, she's not picking up. She's not picking up. She's probably mad at me for not picking up the first time. Now, what is the deal here? We got a B3 check action and rook takes B5. The problem with this move is king A2. This is what you play, right? Oh, mother's calling back. Hold up. Mommy. Okay, she's trolling me right now. My mother is straight trolling me right now. It is right as I start the stream, and she's calling, and she's like, I feel like she's trolling me. Every time I pick up, she's not answering. I'm getting nervous. Hello? Mommy. Hi. Hey, I'm in the middle of work right now. You all right? Okay, all right. No problem. All right. No problem. I'll call you back later, okay? All right, okay. All right, love you. All right, that was Mom. She's okay. She was just checking in. It's all good. It's all good. All right, we are back to the chess. Now that I know my mummy's okay, that's the most important thing. Okay, king A2. And now king C2 looks like a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Until black surprises you with the move A4. Well, A4, hello. Wake up and smell the coffee. This one's going to hurt. Now the mating threat is stopped. If you try to deal with it with this move, whoops, A3. Now you got to run and scramble. No. No scramble for you. There goes those pawns, and you are in deep doo-doo. You feel me? That is not going to work. A4, rap. Okay, is my mother looking at my stream? No. H3. We saw the win, right? That's not going to work. Let's back it up. Back it up to the top. Why did I not just back it up to the top? Because the move is on the board. Rook G5 is on the board. Sakes alive. Rook G5. That stops the pawn from queening. You said, that's boring. What's that about? What is that about? Well, H3 is what it's about. Black is like, I'm running. The race is on. We are going to see what you could do as white now that black is like, I'm just pushing. Well, I told you the pawn is going to be the star of these puzzles. So rook g4 check. You're like, where's the pawn going to be the star, Maurice? Where's the pawn going to be the star? Well, black has only one move, b4 check. And now king c4. King to c4. Here we go, yo. Here we go. What is black to do now? Well, black's going to play the only move available. h2, trying to become a queen. Dare you to take his pawn on g2. Go ahead. Take the pawn so that h1 queen can appear on the board. And now you got nothing. You can check if you want. You're just crying, wonder why you woke up this morning. Ugly. h2 on the board. And now for the kicker. You ready for the kicker? Oh, bed rush is like, got it. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Rook to g3. Boop. Splash. Splash. That's what's up. That's how you do it. Rook g3, you're like, well, what's that about? I queen. And now for the scintillating, boom. In your face. In your face, son. Only move is to take, and ooh-wee, one pawn against a queen and three pawns, but it's Matutski. Matutski on the board. Matutski on the board. That is how we do it. All right. That is a beautiful little nasty checkmate. You know what I love about these puzzles? These geniuses come up with these puzzles like Prokes here. The genius of this puzzle is the original position. You're thinking maybe a rook mate, right? You want to play b3 first and make that work. It's the final position. You look at this position, and when you go and you jump to the final position, that's mate, you're like, that's not what we expected. I didn't expect that. The unexpected is what we like in puzzles. The unexpected, all of a sudden, it's like, that's what happened? That's what we like to see, all right? That is what we like to see. In Arabic, your boy Thanos in the building. Woo, what's up, Thanos? Aren't you the one who told me I had to do Euro-friendly broadcast? I think it was you. I think it was you. In Arabic, we say you get the hardest kicks from the small donkey. I like that. I like that. You get the hardest kicks from the small donkey. And it was you, your boy Thanos. See, you said it. I did it. Here's the Euro-friendly broadcast. You're the one who made me feel like, yeah, I'm not being right. I got to get my Euro friends in here, and I got to do that. So there we go. This is a serious puzzle. Brandon BPW says, can you discuss what you're thinking about during the mid game? I find myself not feeling very productive and tend to make most of my mistakes during this portion. We all make most of our mistakes during the middle game. It's the most complex part of the game. Most complex, least amenable to calculation. That's right. I said it. Amenable. Least amenable to calculation. It's the part of the game where it's so complex, there's so many possibilities that it's very easy to drift. Very easy to drift. Even straightforward advice does not help. There are no clear guidelines to playing the middle game well. I'm going to tell you straight. I'm just going to tell it to you straight. Chess is hard. There are no clear guidelines to playing the middle game well. You have to study multiple middle game structures, particularly pawn structures. I'm talking about multiple middle game settings in order to feel like you know what you ought to be doing. So books on pawn structures, I would say, are the best guide. The best guides, the books that show pawn structures. I think Sokolov has a book called Winning Pawn Structures. Andy Soltis has a book called Pawn Structure Chess. The pawn formation really will tell you hanging pawns, how to handle those, isolated pawns, how to handle those positions, all those Sicilian structures, the Sveshnikov structures. They're your guide. They're your guide to figuring out which direction to go in because the middle game is so very complicated. Now, next stop. We're in the puzzle mode. I will answer questions. But let's keep it up with the puzzle mode and the next puzzle. Woo! Whoa, I get scared even though I know I'm prepped. All right, here we go. This one's cool. This one is too cool for school. It was so cool, it took two people to make it up. Madison's and Bedin's made up this puzzle. By the way, the last puzzle was a composed puzzle as well. But we like compositions. Let me just make it clear to you. We like compositions because they always invariably teach you some nuanced idea about chess. Studies are the food for top GMs. the food. After they've studied the basic end games and then even complex end games, they got their openings they're always working on. You got your middle games, that structures, as I mentioned. How do you refine your thinking process and creativity? You do studies. And even if you're like, oh, this can't happen in a real game, doesn't matter. The geometrics are what we're after. And when you see beautiful moves come from the GMs, that creativity is because they study puzzles. I remember watching, while he was preparing for the World Championship match against Magnus Carlsen, Fabi was sitting with his trainer, Rustam Kazimjanov, and when I say Fabi, I mean Fabiano Caruana, for those of you who are new to chess. Fabiano Caruana, number 2 player in the world. He would be sitting with Rustam Kazimjanov, his trainer, and they'd just be throwing puzzles and be like, this is the position. What's the move? And he'd sit there and then, oh, got it, right? And that was their training. Next puzzle. Some of those next puzzles were like, whoa, that's a brain buster right there. But they were always positions like this one to try to figure out. Those guys eat these kinds of puzzles for breakfast. Not just, oh, checkmate in 3 and checkmate in 5, or how do you win a piece? No, these kinds of beautiful orchestrations that expand the mind. You feel me? This is what they do. All right. This position is white to move and draw. White to move and draw. Clearly, white is in deep trouble in this position. Black has an extra queen on the board as well as a rook for 2 pawns. You know, that's messed up. I've got a queen and a rook, and you've got 2 pawns. That's never a good look. That's never a good look. You feel me? Never a good look. So, white to move and draw. GM Fabiano Marijuana. That's a good one. I'm going to call him that one day. Fabiano Marijuana. When I'm arguing with him, that's a good one. When I'm arguing with him, I'm going to say, listen, Fabiano Marijuana, that's coming out my mouth. That's coming out my mouth. I like that. And if he blunders while I'm doing commentary, I might have to throw that one also. It's going to be like, we're in the middle. I've never thought of that. Man, that's slick. I'm going to tell you, that was really, really slick. I'm going to do that in the middle of a broadcast and be like, he blunders a piece. I'm going to be like, that's not Fabiano Caruana we're looking at. That's Fabiano Marijuana. Yo, that's a good one. I have to get it right, though. I can't be laughing while I do it. I just be like, straight. He's going to be mad at me. Fabi and I are friends. He trashes me all the time. He kicks my ass at Blitz and trashes me all the time. So, we're here. We're here at this puzzle. White to move and draw. Y'all ready for this? Is not Bishop F8. Is not Bishop F8. Bishop F8 King, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Bishop F8, I go in the corner. You got one more check. I take that, and you know, you're going to start crying any second. You can't push. There's no stalemate or nothing. There's nothing. There's nothing. Sorry. All right? Now, we're going to go back to what the first move actually is. Well, let me figure this out. When I went back, I was trying to get to the first move before it just showed y'all the first move. I had this position. How do I make sure I go back? That's supposed to work, but it didn't work. All right, we're on the first move. H8 queens. Many people saw this move. H8 queens with check. Excelsior HD is back and saying, I got this. I got this. Come on, Mo. This is easy. Check. Takes, and now King F8. All of you who saw this far, you are correct. But after this, you're not correct. You're not correct, okay? Now, white threatens mate in 1. Mate, that's a beautiful Matutski on the board. We like that. Mate, okay? That's the threat. Mate. Now, if black stops the mate with the move rook takes e5, I heard this suggestion, check him again, and give us the rook. Give us the rook. We're not going to lose this position. You trade queens, and these 2 rotten pieces is not going to take down this bishop and king, okay? Not going to happen. Just not going to happen. So that looks good. We got the draw, right? King F8. Boom. Except, we got, whoa, okay. Link's boo just blew up the string. He just blew up the string. Much respect. Much respect, sir. You found that, or madam, if you found that, much respect, because that's sweet. That's sweet. You ready for this? Bishop to, oh, wait a minute. No, you didn't see it. Sorry, you made a mistake. You were close, but you didn't see it. You did not see it. That is not, no, y'all are so clear. You were closer, like this, closer. You still didn't get it. No, sorry, you didn't get it. That is not correct, unfortunately. So close, though. So close, but here we go. Ready? And here we go. Bishop d5. White's got to play check. Got to, because this check is nothing. He just moves and he's going to take your queen, so nothing. So white has to, after bishop d5, play knight f7, check. And now bishop takes is forced. And now white plays the genius bishop to e5 check. Okay. Rook takes e5 is forced. Now here's where you could slip, because now when you play g7 check, king moves, g8 queens check, and you're ready to get bishop takes queen. But black says, no. We're going to continue to play this position. We're continuing. The game continues. The game goes. What are you going to do now? I've got a queen, rook, knight, and bishop, and you might check me once or twice, but I got enough pieces to block, do the run. What I mean by that, if you check here, goes. Check here, run down the board. That's it. You're in trouble. This king's going to go and hang out with his army, and you are dead. So the key after rook takes e5, and it looks like I see some corrections. InfinityBot has spotted it. In this position after rook takes e5, y'all, the move is to be chill. G takes f7. Cool as the other side of the pillow. All right? That is what I'm talking about. White says, I only have one pawn, and you have a massive army, and you can't beat me. Stalemate is coming. That's it. Stalemate is coming. You can't do anything. That's it. Done. You feeling it? Are you feeling this puzzle? Is that sweet? That's sweet. Stalemate's coming. That's it. That's crazy. You look around, you're like, what? I can't check? Well, you could. Your one check is going to give the guy a queen, and then your win is gone. Your win's queen and knight's not going to get it done against the queen. That's it. GF7, y'all. Stalemate. With a move to spare. I like that, Bedrush. With a move to spare. Your move. Do something. Lift the stalemate somehow. Now you actually look at it and you say, why was this knight sitting here? Yeah, the composer's a genius, because queen b4 check would have messed it all up. So the knight was the necessary piece on the square. If it was a bishop here, well, obviously that would have messed things up. If it was a rook here, well, obviously that would have messed things up. The right piece is a knight. Chess is just pure genius. That you can set up these kind of geometrics on 64 squares with the set of pieces that we have and create this kind of beauty. With the diversity of pieces is extraordinary. You feel me? This was the original position, y'all. Let's just go back. This is the original position. You're going to produce a stalemate with the G pawn on F7. Come on, man. Chess is nice. Chess is sweet. Queens and nothing else works. Got a queen. Move the king over. Only move. Hit him with a check. Give up your knight. Give up your bishop. Take with the pawn. Clean, done, draw. Give it up for Madison's and Beddins, y'all. Give it up for coming up with such an extraordinary puzzle. Period. If you think that was impressive, on to the next one. We're going to show you another one, and another one, he says, and another one. All right, this one is a little bit freaky as well. The starting position. Let's get it going. It is White's turn to move. Pardon me. It is White's turn to move. Okay? White's turn to move. And again, I'm going to answer your questions. But let's do puzzles for the moment. All right? We're in the puzzle section. So let's stay with the puzzles. It is White's turn to move. And White is in deep-ish right now. Okay. White, I mean, this is the manure is thick. Okay. White is in trouble because black is threatening a nasty mate in one or a little check that's going to hurt your feelings as well. Black is all over white right now. White's in trouble. White to move and draw. Yet again, white to move and draw. How you going to do it? How you going to do it? Because you're just stuck. You're just stuck. You can't take anything. Don't take that. Don't take that. Again, don't back up to try to defend because we're just going to check you and then you got to move and we're going to take this Joey and then we're going to mate you and that's it. You're done. Yes? You're all done. So we're going to back up. And now I'm seeing some suggestions. With some suggestions. You got it straight. You got it straight. Rook takes a4. Everybody's like, listen, we're desperate. We got to take. We got to take. That's what's upstream. Y'all are showing. You have to stop the mate. Somehow, it may, even know, is it helping or not? You got to stop the mate. That's the only move. Rook d3 did not get it done. Did we see a rook d3 sighting? Rook d3, we take it. We're still mating you on a stick. This piece is useless. All this is useless. We cannot do that. No, we've got to get to the rook takes a4 check. I know you don't want to give up your rook, but you have to. You have to give it up. Have to give it up. Now, almost. I see the solution is like right there. People are dropping moves to see the solution, but you're not quite there. You're not quite there. Bed rush. I can trust you. I can trust you. Bed rush, that's what's up. Very nice. Very nicely done. You spotted it. Let's go to the line. Queen takes on a4. Obviously forced. And now, queens. Give it up. We got to do it. There's too many mate threats still. We got this mate coming. We had, this one coming as well with a queen b2 action. There were too many mate threats. So you had to queen. Yes? Only move. Queen, promote, stop the mate. Now queen takes. Queen takes. What are you going to do? Give up the rook. You gave up the first rook. You gave up your pawn, mate, or queen. Now you're giving up the queen. The queen. You feel me? And I mean the rook. Sorry. Hello, wake up. You gave up your first pawn. You gave up your rook. You gave up your pawn that became a queen. So that in effect giving up a queen. And now you're giving up a rook. Giving up everybody because after knight takes a7, there's a mate threat. Whoa, there's a mate threat. There's a mate threat. We're going to block the mate threat as Bedrush said. Bedrush said B7. B7 out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. It's a stalemate. It's coming. It's a stalemate. You got to take this one because the ball's going to become a queen. And that's it. The king's got nowhere to go. It's a beautiful, out of nowhere stalemate. Delish. Delicioso. Fantastic. Yeah? You feel me? Let's back it up. Back it up to the beginning. This position. You feel the king is, you can feel it. You can feel it. Your king is bad. This is all desperation, it looks like. What are you doing? By the way, in this position, we should note the line queen takes a7 is a move. You could take. But after we take you, threatening your knight, knight takes, two knights, not going to get the job done. Not going to get the job done. King can run and be like, oh, can't make this. Can't make this. Woo, hammer time. Oh, yo, hammer. So, not going to happen. That's not going to work, jerk. After knight takes a7, b7, queen takes, beautiful stalemate. Beautiful stalemate. Queen and two knights. You feel me? That's it. That's it. You got to love these. You got to love these. The pawns are the stars. The pawns are the stars. Those pawns were just like, let me just sack myself, and produce the stalemate, save my king.